Okay, please mark the attendance. Okay, please mark the attendance. Okay, excuse me for a while. Okay, sorry. I just end the other class. Okay, everyone is in? Okay, please mark your attendance. Okay, I believe for the test, correct, you all have received all the result. Okay, so please go through it and learn. Yeah, I let them in already.
So do you have time to explain a question from the SET?
Can I? Okay, which one you want me to explain?
3E?
Why?
Because I got like completely different answer. I'm not sure how you did it.
What? Have you seen the answer?
Yeah.
Yeah, which part of the answer that you are not sure of? 3E from which step, you tell me? Can you tell me which step you don't understand? You see, in the answer, I give the last step, correct? I put a tick at the, so that means if you have substitute in, even you stop at the step 2, correct? The 100, or you stop at this, I also will give you mark. It doesn't mean that you have to be my final answer. If you have this, because my purpose is not to test you on how well you can simplify. If you get this, I will give you 1 mark. You don't have to be exactly like my answer.
Miss, can you explain the second step? Like, how do you
Why I need
200
okay,
and 100?
Why I need to times by 100? Can you go back to your VT? Your VT, there is a 200 there, correct? Hello?
I thought it was 2.
Your VT is not 2. Your VT is not 2. Am I right? Hello? Is your VT 2 or 200? Please go back to the question and have a look at it carefully. The VT is 200. It's not 2. Hello?
So what is this 2E then?
The 2E is I get from part D.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I get it from part D.
So you times it by 100.
Why I need to times by 100? Because I want to make it like the function of VT. Huh? Are you clear?
Yeah.
Are you okay? So that's why I say the part D, that's why I put a hence there. Okay? So that's it. Anything else? No, huh? Okay, so today we want to talk about trigonometry function. 2H. Your textbook, 2H. Because we are going to have our SAT4 before we go for our first semester break. Okay, trigonometry function. Okay, for example, now I give you a trigonometry function like that. Okay, in this function, there is a trigo, we call it sin. Trigo, we have a few. We have sin, cos, tangent, and so on and so forth, correct? There are many, so we'll talk about it one by one. Okay, now, which one is the angle? Which one is the angle? Is X or 3X? Anything, yeah. So listen carefully. Angle means anything inside the sin and cos. So this is called the angle. So it's not x. X is a variable, but the whole thing inside the triangle, that one called the angle. Clear? So if I say the angle is measured, okay, the x value is from 0 to 2 pi. So how about my 3x? The size of the angle. Will be between 0 to how many x? Maximum size of the angle.
6 pi.
6 pi. Okay, now, if I measure the angle in pi, what unit am I using?
Radian.
Okay, it's radian. So when we talk about calculus, all angle must be measured in radian. Okay, pi radian is equivalent to how many degree? How many degree? It's a semicircle, half a circle. So is 180 degrees. So pi by 2 radian is a what? It's a quarter circle. So it's equivalent to 90 degrees. So what is important? You must have this concept. So 2 pi is equal to a circle. So it's 360 degrees. So if I have 6 pi, that means it go how many rounds? It go 3 rounds. 1, 2, 3. So this angle is called 6 pi. So now you have the sense of the angle like that. So it doesn't mean that the biggest angle is only 2 pi. Okay, now, do you know what is the maximum value for y here? Can anyone tell me what is the maximum value for y? Can you get the maximum value for y from your GC and the minimum value of y from your GC? Can everyone try to sketch the graph of y equal to 2 sin 3x using your GC? Can you please? And tell me what is the maximum value for y and what is the minimum value for y? Without doing differentiation.
Two and minus two.
Okay, how do you get it? From the graph.
Yeah.
Okay? You sketch the graph. The graph goes some sort like this. Go 3 rounds. Am I right? Oh, mine is only 2. 2.5. Uh-oh, sorry. Okay, so here is -2 and here is 2, right? So the maximum value for y is 2 and the minimum value for y is -2. Yep. So in trigo, there are many maximum points. There are many minimum points as well. And there are a lot of inflection points, right? So how are we going to do this? Okay, now, do you know why the maximum is 2 and the minimum is -2 for this one? May I know? Do you want to know why? Do you want to know why?
Yes.
Yes, Ashley. Can you explain why? Ashley, are you there?
Because
Huh?
it's y equals to 2 sine 3x.
Why is it the maximum is 2 and the minimum is -2?
Because of the 2 in front of the sine 3x.
Because of the 2. If I put there 4,
Then it's a 4 -4.
if I put like that, then what is the maximum?
1 -1.
Sure?
1 -3.
1 -3. How do you all know that? I just want to know. How do you all know that? Learn by heart.
Slightly lower.
Based on the graph. Okay, you plot the graph. Okay, Ken? Do you know something called trigo ratio? Do you know what is trigo ratio?
No.
Yes or no? Trigo ratio.
No, I do not know.
Oh, do not know. Trigonometry ratio. When I say trigonometry ratio, I will draw a what type of triangle? What type of triangle will I draw? Qian. You should know this. You learn this in year 15. Year 8, year 9, year 8. Qian, if I want to talk about trigonometry ratio, what type of triangle will I draw?
Right angle triangle.
Yeah, right angle triangle. You are right. I will draw a right angle triangle. Okay, the in front of the right angle, this side, I call it hypotenuse, correct? And we use symbol H to represent it. And this is my angle theta. Okay, in a right angle triangle, what is the maximum size of the angle theta? Oh, we are not going to talk about, we want to use radian. Yeah, someone have given me 90 degrees. Yeah, pi by 2. Smallest is 0, right? So the side that is opposite the angle, we call it the opposite. So we use O to represent. The one that beside the angle, we call it the adjacent. And we use A to represent it. So we define our trigo ratio. We have 3. Sin of an angle means what? Opposite over hypotenuse. You cannot forget this. So now I ask you, can sin of an angle be more than 1? No, why not? Because hypotenuse is the longest. So opposite always shorter than hypotenuse. So this value is definitely less than or equal to 1. Cos of an angle is defined as adjacent over hypotenuse. Can this value be more than 1?
No.
No, also. But it will be more than 0, correct? Then where does the negative 1 come from? So tangent of an angle can be anything because it's opposite over adjacent. Sometimes it is longer, so it's from infinity. Yeah. Then how the negative 1 come about? If my angle is more than 90 degrees, then how? If my angle is more than pi by 2, then how? For example, I have an angle which is angle equal to 5 pi by 4. No, pi by 2 times 2, 4. 3 pi by 4. If I have angle 3 pi by 4, this is more than pi by 2, correct? Then how? What would the value be? So how are we going to get the value? Calculator can. So how the mathematician got that? You have learned this? Everyone learned whether you learn at max or not. Yeah, all science teachers are clever. So they draw a unit circle. This is called a unit circle. Means the radius is 1 unit. Okay? Okay, can you tell me what is the coordinate of point A? How can it be 0? Coordinate of point A. Coordinate must have X and Y. Can you tell me the coordinate of point A? Adriana? Adriana, can you tell me the coordinate of point A? Cannot be 90 degrees. Cannot be pi by 2. Coordinate, I say the radius is 1 unit. From here to here is 1 unit. So what is the coordinate of point A? The X is 1, the Y is 0. Okay, can you tell me the coordinate of point B? Brandon?
0, 1.
Thank you. Okay, can you tell me the coordinate of point C? Cindy?
-1, 0.
-1, 0. Okay, can you tell me the coordinate of point D? Muhammad Amali. Amali?
0, -1.
0, -1. Thank you. Okay. So now the mathematician, they use this method. This radius okay, it turn anti-clockwise. Then it come to a point here. This point P. The coordinate of this point, we call it X and Y. Okay. So he joined the point P to O. Uh-oh. My circle gone. Hold on, I draw back the circle first. Okay, there's the problem. Okay. 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 So you move, then you form this angle theta. Then you join. Okay, can you tell me what is the length of OP? How long is OP? What is the length of OP?
1.
1 unit. Why is it 1 unit?
That's the radius.
Yes, because OP is the radius. One unit. Okay, now from point P, I drop down a straight line which is perpendicular to the x-axis. I name this point Q. Can you tell me the length of OQ? Can you tell me the length of OQ? Rachel. Rachel, can you tell Miss Do the length of OQ? With respect to point P. Rachel? Rachel, the length of OQ. Rachel, can you answer me? Rachel, are you in the class? Rachel, you see, that is the result. Okay, so cannot be seen. When you want to talk about the length of OQ, you look, this is the X. Okay, what is the length of PQ? The length of PQ is the Y. Okay, so now if I say sin of angle theta, sin of angle theta, so what divide by what? Hakim.
Sorry?
Sin of angle theta.
Well, what's the question?
Sin of angle theta.
Adjacent over hypotenuse?
Yeah, so according to this situation, can you please tell me what divide by what?
Y divided by x.
y divided by y divided by x.
Y is the opposite and
Yeah,
X is the hypotenuse.
are you sure x is
Oh,
the
sorry.
hypotenuse?
Y divided by 1.
Yes, y divided by 1. So it's equal to y. So in a unit circle, the y coordinate represent sin of an angle. Y coordinate represents sin of an angle. How about cos then? Cos theta. So x coordinate represent cos of an angle. Am I right? Okay, can you please tell me at point A, what is the angle value of the angle theta? What is the angle of value? What is the value of theta, the angle? Is 0. It is here, along here, so it's 0. The angle is 0. So now, can you please tell me what is sin 0? Can someone tell me what is sin 0? Your class, if you don't want to respond, the same person type in the chat. I'm not going to go on because your class got too extreme.
Zero.
Okay, then what is cos 0?
1.
1. Why is it 1? Because the x coordinate is 1. So how about at point B? What is the angle? What is the angle at point B? What is the angle at point B? When the angle turn from here to here.
Is it 90?
Oh, we don't use 90 degree.
Pi over 2.
Yeah, pi over 2. So therefore, can you please tell me what is sin pi over 2? Remember here, what is sin pi over 2?
1.
Good. What is cos pi over 2?
0.
0. Okay, what is the angle at point C? When it turns from here to here.
Pi.
Hello? Pi. So can you please tell me sin pi?
Zero.
Cos pi?
-1.
Good. Now how about point D then? What is the angle? It turns from here, 3/4. One quarter is pi by 2. 3/4 is 3 pi by 2. So can you please tell me what is cos 3 pi by 2? What is cos
0.
3 pi by 2? 0. What is sin 3 pi by 2? Hello?
Minus 1.
Negative 1. Yeah. So from all this here, we can make a conclusion. Sin of an angle, highest is 1. Highest is 1. Lowest is negative 1. Same go with cos of an angle. So these are the true facts that we have to remember about trigo. You have to know trigo ratio. You have to know about true fact of this. Okay? Okay, so I want to get into differentiation already. Okay, can I get into differentiation of trigo now? So I just give you some idea of how is trigo look like, okay? Okay, so now, when we talk about differentiation, we have the simple rule. So now I want to add on to the simple rule. So the simple rule for sin. Fx is the angle. So if you differentiate a sin term, it will turn to cos. Then you have to time by the derivative of the angle. Clear? Hello?
Yep.
Are you
Yep.
okay? Okay, so
Yeah.
now if I give you like that, y equal to 2 sin x squared minus x. So how are you going to differentiate? Okay, 2. What should I change the sin to?
Cos.
Cos. Good. Then I copy down the angle. So I'm done. Am I done?
No.
No. I have to time by the differentiation of this one. So what is it?
2x minus 1.
Okay. So understand the cos, the sin rule. Okay. Second one is talk about the cos rule. Okay, cos of an angle. So the dy dx, the number you copy down. This one you turn to negative sin. Copy down the angle. Then time by the derivative of the angle. Okay, so now, if I give you y equal to okay, so I differentiate. So what should I change the cos to become?
Negative sign.
Negative sin. Copy down the angle. Close. Times by. What is the derivative of 2x?
2.
2. What is the derivative of pi by 2?
0.
0.
Yes, you are right. So close. Got it? So this is the rule, simple rule. Okay, can we get to this? Can I give you another example? So chain rule, product rule, you see how you go. Okay, now if I ask you to find the derivative of this. Okay, what rule should I use? What rule? Cannot use cost rule. Do you know why? Because it is not written like that. It is not written as cannot. Because it's written as 1 divided by. When you have something divided by, then what should you do? How should you rewrite this? Yeah, we have to rewrite this as. So what rule must I use? What rule must I use? Can someone tell me what rule should I use to get the dy dx?
The second rule,
What do you mean by the second rule?
the one you showed us just now.
Do you think you can use this one? This one, is there a power -1 there? No, correct? There's no power, correct? If there's no power, how can you use this? If I have something with a power, what rule must I use?
Chain rule?
Yes, chain rule. So please use your chain rule and do. Got the answer? Okay. Chain rule. Bring down the power. Copy down the whole thing. Power take away 1. Time by the derivative for cos is negative sin x. Then I have to time by the derivative of x. There is 1. I always make the habit. So the answer will be sin x over cos x, the whole thing squared. This also can be written as they are the same. So remember, cos square x and cos x, the whole thing squared. It means cos x, the whole thing squared. Okay? So you have to use chain rule for this. Okay, now let's try this question. If I give you y equal to cos square x plus sin square x. So this means cos x, the whole thing square, plus sin x, the whole thing square. So you have to use both chain rule to get the answer. Can you please start doing it now? Okay. So the first one, 2. Okay, Ethan, continue. Ethan, you continue. 2 what?
2 cos x negative sin x.
Okay. Okay, Huiying, continue the next one. Bring down the power. Continue, tell me.
Sin x cos x.
Sin x first, right?
Yeah. Times cos
Then
x.
after that, cos x, right? Okay, so this is negative 2 sin x cos x plus 2 sin x cos x. So what do you get? What is the answer? The answer is 0. So if the answer is 0, it means that y is a constant, am I right? That means this one, if dy over dx is equal to 0, it implies that y is a constant, am I right? Am I right? Hello? So if y is a constant, so that means there's something about trigo that you have to remember. Please remember this. Sin square of an angle plus cos square of an angle, the answer is always equal to 1. So if I give you a question like this, I can simplify this as 1. Then I say the dy dx is equal to 0. Are you clear? So this is the first identity that you must write it in your notes.
Why is it 1?
That is the formula. I have no time to prove all this formula. All this formula is in year 9, year 10, year 11. So I'm not going to prove all this formula. You just make sure you use this. That's it. Are you clear? You can write in your 1-page handwritten note. Trigo, you have to write down a lot of formula. If not, you will go through this trouble and it take you a long time to solve. That's it. Okay, can I move to the other one? Okay, now, can you please find the dy dx for this? This one, what rule must you use?
Product rule.
Products rule, yes. So please use your products rule to get the answer. Your u is sin x. Your v is cos x. Okay, 2. And continue your products rule. Are you done? Okay, what is U prime? Just saying, what is U prime?
Cos x.
Okay. Okay, what is V prime, Hakim?
Minus sine 2
Negative,
cos x.
huh? No. I use cos x. So it's negative sin x. Okay, so product rule, cross multiply and add up. Yeah. So cos x, this is your V. Your U prime is cos x plus your U is sin x. And your V prime is negative sin x. So this will be 2 cos x. Okay, I can put the square like that. Take away sin square x. Okay. This question also can be done using another method. So these are the formula, we call it double angle formula. Okay, the first one, if I have sin 2x, I can write it as 2 sin x cos x. Or I can do it the other way around. So that means my y here, I can write it as sin 2x. Okay, so my dy dx here will be, when you differentiate sin, what do you get? When you differentiate sin, what do you get?
Cos.
Cos.
2
Copy
cos.
down the angle. Then times what? Times with what? 2. So I got 2 cos 2x. Is this the same as this? Okay, let's see. Double angle. So you have to remember the first double angle. So now I ask you, if I have sin 2x, cos 2x, how can I simplify it? The answer will be half sin how many x? You double this, you get this. How many x? Yes, 4x. Then only you differentiate. So you don't have to use product rule. So the double angle is very useful. Okay, second double angle is talking about if I see a cos square x minus a sin square x, I can write it as cos 2x. Are you clear? So now, isn't it the same now? So if happen, the question says, okay, y equal to cos square 4x. Take away sin square 4x. I ask you to find dy dx. So before you find dy dx, you turn this to become cos how many x? Can someone tell me? Double.
Cos 4x.
Then here is 4.
2x.
No, double. This is double. Hello? Double or 4? 8x. Correct? So I turn this to cos 8x. So you differentiate cos, you got sin. Then times 8. Done. So this double angle, you better remember. After I will give you further about the double angle. Okay? So when you talk about trigo, you have to know how to simplify trigo in a trigo way. The simplification will be different from whatever we get from exponential and log. Each nature of the function, you have different way of simplify. So you have to learn out the way to simplify it. Are you clear? Okay. So I will see you afterward, 4 o'clock. So on that note, I cover 2H already. So I will get into the function later on. Yeah. Hello? Okay.
Thank you, Miss.
Thank you.
Thank you, Miss.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Miss. Thank you, Miss.
Mm,
Thank you, miss.
thank you.